What's up, YouTube? Cards with Michael here. Wow, what a day of spoilers. And we have a lot of treats to talk about today, a lot of spoilers to talk about, a lot of MTG Finance kind of ideas and concepts about Zendikar Collectors particularly. We'll go a little bit over exactly what has been reviewed. I've kind of compiled everything that I thought was relevant. And without further ado, let's get started. So right here off the bat, we see a row of expeditions and another row of fetch lands. All right, this first row, so 30 of these expeditions have already, all 30 have been spoiled leaked as of right now. This top row, we have the fast lands from Mirrodin Besiege originally. Sea, Silver Chrome Coast, Dark Slick Shores, Black Cleave Cliffs, I think, Copperline Gorge, Razor Verge Thicket. They all have the same line of text. When this land enters the battlefield, it's tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. So let's go through the scenarios. If it's the only land that you play, first land you play, untapped. The second land you play, untapped. The third land you play, untapped. The fourth land you play, tapped. Does that make sense? So if you control 2, it's a little, basically, you know, if it's the fourth land you play, it comes into play tapped. It's really good for aggro strategies. Once again, these are not standard legal, so they don't impact them in that way, but you know, just if you've never used them before. And here we have the 10 fetch lands. Oh my goodness, Misty Rainforest, Arid Mesa, Verdant Catacombs, Marsh Flats. I particularly like Marsh Flats. I love this, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like this like tuxedo effect, this really white and this really black, that, I don't know, just so nice and distinct. Polluted Delta, Misty Rainforest, Scalding Tarn, of course, are going to be the 3 big ones in terms of value. And of course, we got some more spoilers: Valakut, Celestial Colonnade, Creeping Tar Pit, Grove of the Burn Willows, Horizon Canopy. Some of these are kind of classic lands. These are kind of where the Future Sight pair. Wow, I think I got to look at my spoiler guide. I forgot what this one was. Strip Mine is number 28. Wasteland, Luxury. I guess you could have told that it was Strip Mine. I don't know. Luxury Suite, Sea of Clouds. So of course the 5 crowd lands from Battle Bond are also reprinted. I'm a little disappointed that we also didn't get a reprint of the 5 Commander Legends crowd lands. I guess it wouldn't be a reprint. They haven't been printed yet. But whatever. It does ruin my OCD-ness. Ancient Tomb, Cavern of Souls, that one's going to be a really spicy one. I mean, geez, look at that. Prismatic Vista, of course, a nice little modern staple. And a bunch of other spoilers. But let's go ahead and talk about, I don't know, the review of a review of a review. So today, of course, Nissa was spoiled. Here she is, Nissa of Shadowed Boughs. All right, gorgeous art, of course. Has Landfall, J-Side Kicker. Landfall and Kicker are 2 of the mechanics that are going to be showcased in this set. What else is going to be showcased in this set? Well, the article talks about it. Here's Kicker, by the way. Bloodchief's Thirst, I don't think it's going to be that good. I think it's going to be definitely played in the sideboards. 1 mana, destroy a creature that possibly can be a 4 mana, destroy any creature. It's going to be used. It's just sorcery speed. Come on. What is going on here? All right. Lotus Cobra, of course, this is the showcase art. We'll talk about more when we get to the Zendikar collector packs. And this Omnath, Locus of Creation. Whoa, that's a good looking little dude, man. Look at that. Looks so epic and golden and cool. And yes, Party. That is the new mechanic. So basically, the more of the party you have, the better these cards could be. And your party consists of 1 of each Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, Wizard. All right. So if you have 2 clerics, 1 rogue, 1 warrior, that is only a 3/4 of a party. You need 1 of each to a complete party. All right. They did talk about changelings. Changelings are just 1 part of your party. They cannot be all of your party. They can be any of the 4 components of your party, but they can only be 1. And then, of course, the modal lands. Hello, Valakut Awakening. This is, I'm guessing, part of a cycle. There's going to be 5 rare ones. We did see some uncommon ones spoiled by Emma Skyward, so I assume there's going to be 5 uncommons as well. But what they are always in every single zone, but in play, they're going to be either a land or spell. The reason why I say that is because there's also these dual lands, all right? They're going to be called the Pathway lands. There's going to be 6 of them. But let's talk about Valakut Awakening first. It's going to be an instant in the graveyard, in your deck, in your hand, pretty much everywhere when it's, you know, being cast as an instant, of course. But when you can choose when it's in your hand to play it as a land. It comes into play tapped. So this is really, really nice and flexible because it means that you have spells that basically can be lands. You can have a deck that has less overall lands in total, but it has some of these cards like Valakut Awakening that can double up as double up as lands. So very nice little thing. And of course, the Pathway lands. They're gonna have this gorgeous Borderless art as well. We'll talk about it later. There's gonna be only 6 of them so far. So the green white, the white black. So that's kind of the Abzan colors. Excuse me. The blue black, the red green, and the white red, and the red blue. So Temur is also supported as a tricolor. Just thinking about constructive play in terms of the colors that are 3 colors. A lot of these are the shards. Of course, we have blue black and blue red. So that's Grixis. So it's a weird combination of lands to have been spoiled. Mark Rosewater has reassured us that the other 4 of this cycle will be completed. So of course there's 10 possible. And landfall is also another mechanic. We don't really get to talk about it too much in here. I'm not going to really talk about it too much. But moving forward, we also have basic lands. All right, all these full art gorgeous lands. Yes. And of course the expeditions that were kind of just spoiled, and we talked about those. All right, let's go ahead. Jump over. Oh yes, on the list there's these 3. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the new sets. All right, Kaldheim, Strixhaven. Kaldheim is of course going to be a Vikings related set. We don't know anything about it. It's likely going to be a snow related. Makes sense. Strixhaven, the School of Mages. I guess that's probably going to be a new Planeswalker. Maybe a little nerdy. Maybe he likes Jace. I don't know. Or she. Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms is the set after that. Oh, I'm so excited for this too. That's going to be a good set. And we're going to come back to Innistrad at the end of next year. We're talking like Q3, Q4. Probably just Q4, both of them. Like a fall set, and like an early fall set, a late, almost winter set in like November. Halloween time, obviously. We're going to Innistrad. The first one will be focusing on werewolves. The second will be vampires. Yes, that's right. We're going to have 2 sets. All based in Innistrad. That's kind of weird. It's kind of like they stopped doing blocks, but okay. And there's also going to be 2 other cool sets that are going to be more draft only, not standard legal. Time Spiral Remastered. All right, that's kind of like a master set, but it's like a old school master set. They're really trying to appeal to every single population with these, and of course also Modern Horizons 2. And if you want to know what that looks like this. All right, we have Kaldheim, which is fun. It's a winter set, kind of released in the winter of North America. Very, very appropriate. Time Spiral kind of right between after that. I'm guessing this is going to be like a March-April thing. Strixhaven after that. And then over the summer, we have Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. They've made it clear that this is going to replace a core set, so it's going to be standard legal. I don't know. I'm really excited about this. More excited about anything else because I just think this crossover is going to be one of those things that A, sells really well, and B, it's just really cool to get that kind of exposure. I don't have a ton of exposure of D&D, to be honest. I've never really played D&D, but I know how fun it is. I know how engaging it is. I know how many people love D&D, so I'm excited for this. And then Modern Horizons 2, of course, and it's just going to be another blowout winner. It's pretty clear it's going to be good. So, they did say they're going to... Oh, I missed that important part of this. The 5 enemy fetch lands are going to be in there as rare in a draft booster. Of course, these draft boosters are likely going to be in that like $7 range at first, but that's still not bad. And also the 2 Innistrad sets kind of in that Q4, once again, Halloween season type of set. Okay, so that's the new sets. Let's talk about my favorite topic, which is Zendikar Collectors. Now, here is what I'm going to say before we talk about it too much. Zendikar Collectors are going to be insanely good value. Why? Well, let's get to it. First, we know that there's box hoppers. All right, we haven't talked too much. How do you get these box hoppers? Well, I think it's a little confusing, but if you read into it, it's not too confusing. But basically, every single sealed display will have box hoppers, and all these box hoppers are these non-foil versions of the expeditions. There's no other way to get non-foil versions of expeditions. Okay, a draft booster box, which is a 36 booster pack box that's meant for drafting, that are priced kind of in the high 80s, low 90s on the internet, which means your local store might be selling them at 120, 140, or even 100, or even, I don't know, closer to 90, whatever. These things are going to have one pack, a little pack, with one non-foil box hopper, all right? That's it. Set boosters, so these are the new type of booster packs that have been released, 30 packs per display. They will also have one little box hopper pack, and it's going to have one non-foil expedition. That's it. Collector booster display boxes, which are the ones that have 12, they're, little compact little nuggets. They will have a little box topper pack, but it's gonna have two expeditions. All right, so all non-foil. All right. Now, where can you get foil expeditions? You can get them in collector packs. That's it. At a ratio of 1 to 6 in a specific slot, the very last slot. Hopefully, it's going to be the last slot. It might be the second to last slot, depending on how it works with the token being the last slot. But it's going to be the most exciting slot. So, also, of course, we do have these showcase cards. Here's the Lotus Cobra. All right, cool. We will have the borderless planeswalkers. All right, very nice. The borderless branch loft pathways. All right, very, very, very nice. And extended arts. These are going to be exclusive to booster packs. Here's the buy a box promo. The buy a box promo is just that special art that's going to be available for buy a box, but the normal card for buy a box promo is going to be available to be drafted. There's going to be an extended art version of it that uses the normal draft art. Instead of me saying normal draft art, I'm going to start using the terminology that Wizards have started using, which is standard frame. We'll see that in a little bit. Let's keep scrolling down, and here we go. The very first thing right here, foil alternate art frame, rare or mythic in every collector pack. Wow. Have you guys remember when I was opening core collector packs? I mean, geez, I remember that last card was always a wild card. We knew that maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 3 times out of every pack of 12 would have a foil alternate frame, rare or mythic at the very end. Other times it was just a foil Bidoof. We got the foil Liliana's little henchman who dies, and then I don't remember the other ones. Basri's like Squire, right? Like it was like such a bad feeling all the time. But no, in these Zendikar collector packs, we're always gonna get a foil alternate frame, rare, mythic. All right, that's big. And this is also the slot of expeditions. All right, Wizards has said that it's a 1 in 6 chance that you'll get a foil expedition. All right, that means if you think about it, each Zendikar collector box on average will have 2 non-foil and 2 foil expeditions, and that's already insane. That probably pays for half the box without looking at any of the other cards, and that's crazy. I'm being really conservative when I say it pays for half the box, because right now I bet if I looked at TCG, look at eBay, whatever, all these pre-sale prices, it's gonna be insane. They're gonna be like $100, $200 easily. All right, those prices shouldn't be real. I think it's gonna be more like a $30 for a non-foil max on average. Obviously the fetch lands are gonna be more. The less useful lands are gonna be less. I think the foils are going to be like maximum like in the 50, 60 range, just because once again, there's going to be 2 in every collector pack, and they can't be that expensive because, well, actually, no, they can be that expensive. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in terms of pricing of these things and what we should be expecting, what should we be buying. I mean, I don't even know at this point. All right. The rest of the Zendikar pack, all right, it looks like this. So we have the foil standard frame rare mythic. All right, so there's 2 foil cards. Nice. Always going to be 2 foil rares or mythics. That's great. 1 non-foil borderless or showcase rare or mythic rare. Excellent. We're used to seeing that. And then 1 non-foil extended art rare or mythic. So they are making sure you do get a non-foil borderless or showcase or mythic rare. All right. That is pretty snazzy. That's also slightly of an upgrade, I think, because I think those are much cooler than what the next line is, which is the extended art rares or mythics. So just my thought. Notably, look, if you look at this list, it doesn't seem like it's possible to just get a normal foil. What are we calling it? A standard frame rare or mythic that's non-foil. So just a little thought about that. That's common with Zendikar Collectors. I just wanted to mention it. And of course, the other most important detail is the foil full art basic land. We usually value these about $1 or $2. So let's call it even, like $1.25. Basically, out of every Zendikar Collector box, about $15 of value just comes from these lands. All right, it's guaranteed to the baseline, plus the 2 expedition foil box hoppers, plus non-foil, plus the potential 2 foil expedition foils. Like, it's the baseline for these is going to be in that 120, 130 range. Like, all you need is every other card in that pack to add up to whatever your cost basis is to break even, so to speak. So I think it's going to be nuts. All right, and let's keep going because I did want to highlight that the borderless pathways and planeswalkers are still available in draft boosters and set boosters and collector boosters. So once again, like Core 2021, it's possible to get these into draft boosters. And unlike Core 2021, because set boosters are a new thing, they're also possible to get in set boosters. As mentioned, extended art are only available in collectors, and also the showcase arts are also available in draft set collectors. All right, so theme boosters also have it. Are theme boosters really a thing? I mean, I never even thought about theme boosters anyway. Also, the bundles will include full art basics. Okay. Um, Sorry, I meant to say the bundles will not include full art basics, so keep that in mind. It looks like draft boosters all include a full art basic in each one, so awesome. But the non-foil ones are going to be so valueless because there's going to be so many foil ones on the market. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about value. I've already alluded to it, but look, let's take a step back. Let's say you're a store, you retail Zendikar collectors, you can buy them. I think the buy price was somewhere in that 185, definitely below 190. All right, that is the cost basis for Zendikar collector pack box. All right, right now on eBay, right now on Amazon, I see them for 227 at the minimum on Amazon. That's before taxes. I see 239s at 229s, kind of in that 230 240 range. All right. That is for a store owner. Okay, if you think about it, that is about a let's say 20% ish profit margin. Not very good, especially if they pay fees and shipping. I expect that price to go up. Not, but maybe not that much. But if you think about it, there's going to be a point, especially early on, where it's worth opening these, not selling them sealed, selling the singles, and you'll come on top. All right, and that's if you slash discount your singles 20%, 30%, whatever. Like really fire sell those singles. That's gonna be the case, and if that's gonna be the case, like no one really is incentivized to sell collector boxes. So if you're struggling to buy them, you're like, why won't anyone sell them to me at a reasonable price? You gotta think in the shoes of the store owner who was only getting 12 or only getting 6 of these. All right, and if they're only making a 20% margin on these, how are they gonna pay rent? Maybe that's all source of income, but you got to think about guys who don't get that many. So that's why you're seeing the big guys on eBay and Amazon being able to sell tons of these because they don't have the time, all right, to open these, sell singles, but your local store might have the time, right? So there's just this game that we have to play where if the estimated value of the packs is 260, a store could sell it at 240. They're willing because that $20, of time to sell those singles. But if it's worth 280, then stores are not likely maybe to sell at 240. Maybe they'd want at least 250. Maybe they don't want at least 260. So, just from doing some simple math, I think these are going to be above 250 in terms of estimated value. That's being really, really conservative and assuming that prices will basically half our buyer expectations, which I think they will. It just will take some time. But initially, these things are going to be hot, on fire, wildly on fire. So, guys, keep that in mind. And this is my video in terms of reactions. I hope you guys had a good time. Hope you guys learned something. If you do like this type of content, smash that thumbs up button. Give me a thumbs up. Help this video get some traction. Help me get some more feedback. If you have some feedback on how I can do this better, I will take that feedback in. I'll try to do some more of these later. And yeah, that's my video. Hope you guys had a good time, and I'll see you on the next one.